Welcome back to another Sunday Walk video. There's a lot of uncertainty going on right now, and this week is certainly going to be interesting for markets. And I think most of you guys know what's going on because I already covered it yesterday in my CryptosRUs video. I'll give you guys a bit more update on it and what has happened to markets since then, and I'll give more thoughts about what to do this week and what not to do this week. All right, so by now most of you guys know crypto and Bitcoin have been going down. Since Friday, it has been going down, and yesterday in my CryptosRUs, I told you guys I thought that Bitcoin was going to go down a little bit more and do what it has done before, which is go to previous levels like around 97, 98 and bounce off of there. Right now, as I'm filming this right now, we haven't bounced. We're about $97,000 right now. So we're at that point where we should, but we may not, because there's a whole lot of fear about these tariffs and the repercussions of them. So we'll see what happens tonight. Asia is about to open soon. How will they react? Keep in mind, one of the Asian countries, China, is on that list. So how will they react when their markets open? So yeah, and this week when the US market opens, I don't know how Wall Street is going to react either, because on Friday, Friday morning, US market kind of opened okay. It wasn't too bad until the afternoon when the tariff was actually, looking like it was going to be put in place. Well, the tariffs, I should say. And then that's when things really started coming down. So it's going to be really interesting. And it might not be a good thing, but Trump has put his foot down and basically said the U.S. is going to impose a 25% tariff on anything from Canada, Mexico, and 10% on anything from China. His reasoning is this will give him leverage on immigration and drugs. So it's not so much on anything else, because he's mentioned before, like the trade imbalance and how, there's like we send a lot of aid to like Canada. We buy a lot of stuff from Canada, for example, that we don't really need to. We do it to help them. He mentions stuff like this. So, in my mind and others people's mind, like the tariffs was like a way to kind of like get them to the table and make them, purchase more, right? Buy more goods or something like that. But that's not what he's saying now, because people have asked him directly. It's not because of like the trade deficit. It's more like the immigration. He's like, he wants this. He wants the tariffs as a bargaining chip to stop immigrants from coming in, from crossing the border, both sides. And also, he blames fentanyl from crossing the border. And he blames China for that, and it's coming through, I'm not sure, from Canada's border or Mexico's border. And obviously, there's drugs that's coming in from Mexico too. So I don't know how the tariffs are going to stop these things. Go put pressure on the government to do more for border control? Is it really? I don't know. It's kind of weird that you're using tariffs as a way to bargain on these things. I guess we'll see. The counter to it since yesterday is Well, Canada is coming back. Trudeau is like, sorry, I lost my voice a little bit. Trudeau already struck back and said that he's placing 25% tariff on the $100+ billion worth of imports going to Canada. So they have retaliated already. Ontario said that they're not stocking U.S. liquor anymore. And I think they're the biggest purchaser of U.S. alcohol. So they said they're going to stop that immediately. So there's going to be consequence already. So Canada is the first country to retaliate on the tariffs. Mexico, their president said that they're going to evaluate. They're not going to do it immediately, but obviously they're going to do something. They're just scratching their heads. They're just wondering what they did. And China is also kind of wondering the same thing. They haven't immediately retaliated, but they said they're evaluating and they're going to talk to the World Trade Organization. I don't know what they're going to do, but so at least you have Mexico and China not doing anything drastic, but they may this coming week. You might see China saying something about it. Who knows? There's a lot of deer around. Really nice. Really nice. A lot of deer around. And you can see them because there's not a whole lot of brush around, I guess. So yeah. So that's the latest update. There's nothing else. So I expect opening market tomorrow to be absolutely horrible. I don't expect the U.S. market to be doing well tomorrow, if I'm being honest. And I think that's the reason why Bitcoin has come down. It's hovering at 97s. I saw it bounce a little bit. I'm hoping that it can find a bottom and bounce back at least to that, 99.9 and hold around there. That would be optimal. But right now, Bitcoin isn't doing all that bad. Yes, it's down into the 90s, high 90s, but the alts, they are selling off, right? Especially the memes. The memes are getting decimated. All these high-flying memes, right? They weren't doing so well before already, but I've noticed all the ones, Doge, Sheeb, Pepe, and then you got like the newcomers like PopCap, Boom, and then what is it? You got like Chill Guy, Chad, and you got like the AI 16 and Mog, and I don't know what else there is. There's so many. They are getting absolutely wrecked right now. Okay, so this is the problem with meme coins. There's not a whole lot of loyalty because meme traders generally they bounce from one to another, and they're not very loyal, not like Bitcoin holders. So right now they are being sold off like crazy. Alts in general, they're doing a little better, but they are also being sold off, which is unfortunate because the good ones like Solana, I saw that it's hovering around 200 now. I mean, we saw Solana get as low as like 180s back in December, but it went up as high as 270s recently. So it's unfortunate to see it come back down, back to the 200. I saw XRP back down to 250s now. Sui back to the 350. So we see a lot of alts come down way more than Bitcoin, right? So a lot of panic, a lot of FUD out there right now. So you could say Trump has Giveth to the crypto community, and then Trump has Taketh from the crypto community, but not just the crypto community, from everyone. So that's really the latest. I don't really have a whole lot to say other than it's one of those times. It sucks, it does, but you just got to see it as another distraction along the way. Certainly this bull run is not over. There will be people that say, well, this is going to the bull run. It's not. Trump is going to do his thing. He's going to, with his new term, he's going to set some rules. He's going to try to make America great. And some things make a whole lot of sense. Some things may not make a lot of sense. But we got to give it time and see how it plays out. All the new things that he's doing for crypto, right? Brought the crypto market up, brought Bitcoin up. Now, with this trade tariffs, generally speaking, people do not like it, but who knows? Maybe it works out, or maybe it works out in Bitcoin's favor. Honestly, if you think about it, it doesn't really affect Bitcoin. The only reason why we have all this fear is because you have a lot of like Wall Street people, like traders and like hedge fund guys, and you know, the big whales and billionaires. They're the ones that are selling. They're the only reason why Bitcoin is going down. It's like, if you think about it, the tariffs and everything, they don't affect Bitcoin at all. So the only reason why is because there's just fear overall with these traders, right? And the traders, when they get fearful, they just sell everything. They just like treat everything as a risk on ass, and they sell. But if you think about it, this is really time to be loading up, right? So yeah, short term it's gonna probably suck this week, but long term nothing changes. As I've been saying, dips are gifts, right? So even though we have come back down, we've lost the gains that we've made in the last month or so. It gives us more time to accumulate. Again, a lot of people that missed out on accumulating in December and in January. We're starting out a new month in February, and it's like we got in a time machine, and now things have reset, right? There are still a lot of great projects. Fundamentally, nothing has changed. A lot of American-based crypto projects that I've been talking about will still do well this year. Bitcoin will still do well this year. Bitcoin will still form a new high. And again, what's happening right now is distraction. And yes, it's pulling things down right now, but we will get through it. Bitcoin has seen worse. Bitcoin has seen worse, much worse over the years. So stay strong, and I guess we'll just have to see. There's really nothing else to say. I can't give any more updates on these tariffs because we just don't know. There's just nothing more. Hopefully we get more clarity as this week moves on. Hopefully we don't get more retaliation. That's the thing. You know, if China comes out and says, well, we're going to place, I don't know, 10% tariff on U.S. goods, or U.S., I don't know, farm goods, or we're going to place 10% on U.S. exports, like iPhones or something like that. I don't know if they would ever do that. But, you know, if they did something drastic, that would probably not be good. But hopefully it doesn't come down to that. We'll just have to see. All right, it's getting dark and it's extremely cold. It started out good, but now my hands and face is freezing. So I'm going to end this video. All right, guys, smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. So this week I started out a video saying what not to do. Don't panic. Okay, but I'll also say probably not a great week for memes. I would say great week still to always DCA into Bitcoin and your favorite alt, you know, the ones I've been talking about, L1s, L2s, AI plays, DPIN, you know, there are a lot of great projects out there, but man, memes could continue to become weaker and weaker. So I'd say best probably stay away from them. All right, smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. See you guys later. Bye-bye.